How Nirvana changed the musical industry forever. Nobody could have foreseen the seismic change that Nirvana would cause when they first appeared on the music scene in the late 1980s. Nirvana, a Seattle-based band led by Kurt Cobain, did more than just alter rock music. They gave rise to an entirely new generation and completely upended the business. Rise of grunge and fall of glam rock. Before. Prior to Nirvana, glam metal was the dominant genre. The hallmarks of this genre were its ostentatious costumes, muscular bodies, ostentatious stage acts, and overall commercial appeal. With the success of their album, Nevermind, which featured the hit song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana broke that convention. Grunge, a style of music with roots in raw emotion, angst, and honesty, took center stage, leaving behind the splendor and opulence of the 1980s. In a time when music was dominated by corporations, Nirvana's stripped-down style spoke to millions of disillusioned young people and gave them a voice. Due to Nirvana's success, Seattle became the epicenter of a cultural revolution, paving the way for the rise of other grunge bands like Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains. Redefining music industry success. The industry's approach to music underwent a dramatic change with the release of Nevermind. As labels started searching, they were prepared to invest in alternative bands because they understood that their unadulterated skill had every right to be valued commercially. The democratization of the music industry was followed by the maceration of garage rock, punk revival, and indie rock, a cemetery for mainstream success. Additionally, Nirvana questioned the music industry's long-standing customs. Their popularity came naturally, thanks in large part to an underground buzz and a devoted fan base. This change reaffirmed the value of authenticity and urged artists to focus on real connection rather than a tried-and-true method of readiness. Redefining success in the music industry. Nirvana was a cultural movement rather than just a musical movement. They addressed social concerns like gender norms, sadness, and the dishonesty of the system. Kurt Cobain's support of feminism and LGBTQ rights made them far more than just artists, they were change agents. Their famous outfits, which included Hollywood rags, plaid shirts, and untidy hair, ran against the refined, perfect aesthetics of the day. This appearance came embody the grunge movement, impacting not only music fans but also high-fashion runways. The legacy of an unfinished symphony. Nirvana's tale ended tragically with Kurt Cobain's untimely death in 1994, but the band's impact has only increased over the years. They redefined the rock star as someone who struggles with the same issues as their audience, rather than as a godlike entity. The band's unvarnished, unrefined sound continues to influence musicians of all stripes. The influence of Nirvana is evident in many contemporary alternative and punk bands as well as the Foo Fighters, which were led by Dave Grohl, a former drummer for Nirvana. In conclusion, Nirvana gave us amazing music, changed a whole industry, and gave a generation a voice. Their successors are much more striking in their ability to combine individualism with community, chaos with melody, and vulnerability with resistance. 30 years after Nirvana first appeared on the scene, its effects are still felt today, proving that some bands do more than just perform music, they also have the power to change the world.